Paulette James is one of the many New Yorkers who lost their job during the pandemic. She fell behind on rent for her apartment and now owes more than $2,000 despite getting some rental assistance from the city.
I got assistance, but as you get the assistance, the rent keeps mounting. And there's nothing you could do because you're out of a job. You know the important thing is a roof over your head. You don't want to, I never lack in my rent until COVID started.
For nearly 2 years, Paulette was protected by a ban on evictions, a protection that expired on January 15th. The moratorium on evictions and foreclosures in New York State was introduced in March 2020 to help people who lost their jobs during the pandemic. The legislation was extended multiple times, with New Mexico the only other state to keep a ban in place so long. Tenants are still able to apply for rent relief, but an estimated 590,000 families in the state are behind on their payments.
This is going to mean families have to scramble to find new housing. Families might end up doubled up with with relatives, with friends. That can be both stressful and as we're still facing this Omicron wave here in New York, it's not a sort of situation that really lends itself to any sort of social distancing or pandemic prevention.
The lifting of the moratorium has led to protests in New York City.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes to help protect my neighbors who are at most at risk of being homeless because the governor won't act to provide stronger tenant protections to tenants.
Everybody out here, we are looking for the same thing, justice. And if we don't get it, we're going to shut them down. We're going to get justice today because we ain't going to leave without it.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul says lawmakers are looking at what actions they can take now. And she's joined the governors of California, New Jersey and Illinois in writing to the US Department of Treasury calling for more rent relief to be made available to states with large numbers of renters. Paulette is hoping she can come to an arrangement with her landlord. But the lifting of the eviction ban again leaves her facing an uncertain future. Sarah Walton, CGTN, New York.